The top 9 greatest players in Blue Lock currently, no Masters. And these are the top 9. Shido, Sai, Lorenzo, Rin, Kaiser, Isagi, Bado, Bachida, and Chigiri. And truly, there's nothing wrong with this list. The only one that really matters here is Shido. As we know, Shido scales to Outer Versal. This should really come as no surprise. Dude is basically a demon. All as we know is a plane of existence beyond our reality. One devoid of time and space and is infinite. And Shido being able to go to the mortal world as a demon himself in form of a soccer player goes to show how strong he truly is. On the other hand, makes sense as well. Dude's aura alone is made up of beautiful destruction, or numbers in this case. Numbers are what make up the universe. It's time, space, all the equations that go into that to create everything that we know. You all wonder why they work so well together in the U20 arc. Lorenzo also makes sense. He's the embodiment of death, and being the embodiment of death altogether is quite literally a feat in itself. Compared to all of these other players, his aura alone, being death as I said, is already a feat in itself. Now, you could argue Ren being a little bit higher, strictly because his aura is based off of creatures we've never even seen before, more or less taking from Lovecraftian-esque lore, but that's pretty contentious, so I understand why he's where he is. But you could argue and rank him up to being possibly number 2, knowing how Lovecraftian lore and everything plays a part. Now, I'd argue that Isagi is higher than Kaiser, strictly because he has metavision to a higher extent than Kaiser and is capable of seeing the astral plane. Metavision far beyond anything we've seen within Blue Lock, so he can watch every player at any given moment at any given time. Then I'd put Kaiser next. His Impact Magnus can destroy planets, and you could rank it to being potentially able to destroy galaxies. It really just depends on if it actually hits, which is mainly kind of 50-50. Next, I put Bachida above him. It really depends on where you scale his monster. Whether that monster comes from a different plane of existence altogether, or it's just the embodiment of him himself, I don't know. I guess that really depends on who you ask, because we are yet to know, so he might be able to get stronger throughout the entirety of Blue Lock, at least in future arcs. Then we have Bado and Chigiri. They don't really have very much going for them. One's a cheetah, and one's basically a lion. I mean, those don't really scale that high, so yeah, that makes sense.